Hello and welcome to McLaren Port Huron Today's Health Program. I'm your host, Kelly DiNardo. Today we will learn about services and technology available at Women's Wellness Place. To begin the program, I'm speaking with the Women's Wellness Place manager, Luann Black, about new developments in breast health services in Women's Wellness Place. Luann, thank you for coming to speak with us today.
I'm glad to be here.
Now, Women's Wellness Place has been around for quite some time now. How would you explain the services to someone who's maybe not familiar with Women's Wellness Place?
Well, thank you for asking. I think it's a really good story. Our leadership with women's services about 30 years ago, really by listening to women in our community, came up with their wish list, and that included, of course, excellent clinical services, a variety of services in one location, provided by a caring staff that they could build a relationship with. And that's really exactly what we have done. It is largely about relationship. We still have a relationship with our community through our Women's Advisory Board, which is celebrating 30 years this year. And we actually have 4 of our members who were founding members that are still involved, and we share information, we ask them questions, and they're really our ambassadors. And then through providing service, I still have employees who were part of Women's Wellness in the beginning, and so we have built really strong relationships with the women. And we also understand that women make a lot of the decisions for their families, and they come to us throughout their lifetime for their services. And so it's been, I think, a really great story.
Yeah, that is amazing. 30 years is quite an accomplishment.
Yes,
so that's great.
Yes.
So I know most people probably think of women's wellness, and the first thing that comes to mind is mammograms, but I know there's a lot more services available. Mm-hmm. So what are the services that are available in women's wellness?
Well, you're absolutely right. The first thing I think people think about is mammography or imaging in general, and we are really proud that since 2009 we are a breast imaging center of excellence, which means that in terms of breast imaging we have accreditation above what is required in mammography and in ultrasound, and the hospital also in MRI. And then we are also able to do minimally invasive biopsy procedures using each of those modalities. I mentioned ultrasound in terms of breast ultrasound, but ultrasound does a variety of other studies, and including vascular, musculoskeletal. We have bone density, which is looking for the strength of bone structure and risk of fracture. On the fun side, we have massage, and we have products in our marketplace. And I should be mentioning, as I talk about some of our services, that they're not just for women. Ultrasound, we love taking care of our male patients. We have men who also notice an abnormality in their chest area, and that we will do diagnostic testing. Our massage, both men and women, and we have products specifically for men, and they're a whole product line called Bulldog, and so we are very inclusive in our service. And then we have 2 physician practices with us. Dr. Peter Zen does Well Woman Care, which really again looked at that wish list of women from our women about having a variety of services, convenient, one location. So women will come for their yearly physical. They will have their mammogram, possibly a bone density. They can even have their lab work, which is located right next door to us, all in one visit. And then new to our area is Dr. Clark Paul, and her practice is called Breast Care and Surgery. She is a surgeon in our area who is dedicated her practice to breast care.
That's great. So Dr. Clark Paul, that's part of the expanded services that are available through the Breast Care Center at McLaren Port Huron.
That is a brand new service started in May of this year, so we're excited to have her in our area.
That's really great. So we talked about a lot of the services that are available in women's wellness, and we know that mammogram still remains the best way to detect a breast cancer, but what options are available for women who maybe can't afford to have a mammogram?
We are so fortunate. We have a wonderful community here, and we have very generous donors. And so we have donated funds that are available. We call it Women in Need. And we use those funds in that whole program in a couple of ways. Throughout the year, if someone calls and they do not have insurance, through a very short process, we are able to make sure that they meet the criteria of the program. Number one is the fact that they do not have insurance and they say they have a financial need. And using those donor funds, we are able to provide a free mammogram. In fact, we can provide free breast service. So if the radiologist who reads the mammogram wants additional views, either additional mammogram views or a breast ultrasound, we can help cover those costs. We also every year in October have our free mammogram program, which I know you help us promote as well. And with that, our radiologists, X-ray associates, they partner with us in providing a discount on their reading of the mammograms as well. So
that's great. It's just really exciting to see how women's wellness continues to grow and expand their services and really has that connection with our community. So,
oh yes.
Yeah, so thank you so much this is really great information for our audience, and we appreciate you coming to talk with us today.
Oh, thank you so much. I love being able to tell people about women's wellness.
We need to take a break, but we will continue this discussion when we return.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Montgomery, President and CEO at McLaren Port Huron, and I'm excited to invite you to come visit our brand new patient tower. Construction is complete and we are open to have you come visit us. We will be open for business on October 15th, but prior to that, please come see us on September 29th between 10 and 2 p.m. We have a variety of activities planned for you and your family, and there will be complimentary refreshments available. We will have valet parking out front and shuttle service available from nearby parking lots. I hope you and your family are able to join us for the celebration and grand opening of our new patient tower.